Yellows, yellows. Welcome in, everybody. This is the full moon sacred gifts and money messages call. In responding to a moon call, there is lot you say about yourself. You acknowledge that you are a sensitive soul. You acknowledge that deep, deep inside, you know that you are part of a grander scheme of things, that there is a rhythm to the beat of life, and you are willing to align with that. Every month for 14 days, there is the waning cycle where the moon is decreasing into the new moon, and there is the waxing cycle where the moon is increasing into the full moon. Every month we are given an opportunity to release and receive. Every month we are given an opportunity to experience the highs and the not so highs. Every month we are given an opportunity to see that life can only be experienced in duality, that we need the night, we need the day, we need the waxing, we need the waning, we need summer, we need winter. Depending on how we are individually, each one of us will react a certain way to either the new moon, where most of us can start feeling a little down, a little fretful, a little negative, or to the full moon, where you start feeling a little more prosperous, you start feeling a little more healthier, happier, chirpier. You start feeling a little more up instead of down. The opposite can happen for some people. Either way, if you look at the moon cycles in your life, you will also be able to gauge a certain pattern and be able to predict for yourself the coming months. Tell me, my darlings, how many of y'all chanced upon the poster and came, or chanced upon the email, or felt like this is a email I must open, or you got a message from someone? And how many of y'all knew there was going to be a call beforehand? So you knew, you were expecting the message to come, the poster to come, the call link to be put. And good morning to Texas, Beverly. How is Texas doing, by the way? On the call with Aram, just a few days back, she mentioned Texas wasn't doing so well. How are things there, Beverly? How are things there now? And Beverly says it's back to normal spring weather. And what about the water situation? Many people in apartments are still without water, though. What if they get water? What if they get support to manage till it comes? What if they have all the resources they need to make it through this time easily and effortlessly? Many pipes burst, you can leave now. Everything that contributed to the pipes bursting, you can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone, removed. Gwen says she knew. She put it on the calendar as soon as she received the information. Vandana says, I was hoping there would be a call. You manifested it. Oh, Beverly, we're all hugging you, and everybody in Texas. We're hugging Texas. And please take your time, love. they're probably not just your tears. They must be the overwhelm and frustration of so many around you. Mandy says it was in my diary, so expecting a call. Anupama says, I got to know today, a coincidence perhaps. Anupama, just tell us a little bit more. How did you find out? And the reason that I am asking this is to introduce you to this extraordinary power that we all possess. The sacred gifts that we have, and there are 8 of them, but the major ones for us are 4 that we are going to work with, because the other 4, which I'm going to tell you about, are normally used for divination, to send somebody's presence, trying to send us a message. So a lot of mediums use the other 4 major powers, but we're going to be doing the ones that we normally are familiar with, especially the one that everybody's familiar with, which is clairvoyance. Hithika, 1 second, give me 1 second. I will try and make this louder. And Dana says, I woke up to see the email that there was a call and was unexpectedly excited about it. Love it. Hithika, is it better for you? You know, I had a feeling something would happen with voice. And so even before the call, I put on my earphones. I very rarely use earphones, only if somebody asks, do I put it on? But I just had a sense that I should wear it today. And that sense is the power. You know how you've gone down a road and had a sense that you should take a left turn or a right turn, or had a voice in your head say, take this turn. That intelligence is an intelligence that comes from a direct communication between us and the universe. And by universe, I mean angels, ascended masters, higher beings, higher intelligences, where the communication takes place between us and other dimensions. All other dimensions are connected to us through our senses. The senses that we know are 3D senses. The powers that we have are 5D, 6D, and 7D senses. In fact, I would say that, okay, Sally says, yes, I knew, thanks, I checked. And Anupama says, my conversation with you had been pending for a while, decided to message you. You responded with wanting to speak today. That's how I got to know about it. Not so much of a coincidence, maybe, she says. Very possible, very possible. But the thing about things taking place in divine timing, you know, the gentle nudges we get from the universe. Like, how many times have you asked a question and looked up and seen a billboard with the answer? The universe is quite tech savvy. How many times have you asked a question, checked your inbox, and found an answer? The reason I asked if some of y'all had just chanced upon it and knew you were going to attend the call, or that you had to attend the call, that comes from a gift called claircognizance, where you just know this is something I gotta do today, not because it's in your to-do list. It's a knowing. Claircognizance is knowing beyond what you actually know. In fact, claircognizance is like faith. Like, faith is about not being able to see, touch, or prove something that you know. Like, which is why we need faith, for God because we don't know God. We can't call God over for a cup of coffee. We can't touch God. Of course, we can experience God. That faith in your knowing is claircognizance. You know, it's in the Matrix. I remember when Morpheus was taken by the bad guys. What were the bad guys called? Was taken by the bad guys, and they were questioning him. I think it was in part 1, and they were questioning him, and they asked him, that we don't really believe in all this, and nobody really believes in all this. And what you're going to do if nobody believes in all this? And he says, my faith does not require you to. My faith does not require you to. That is complete and utter trust in your knowing. No, I must take this left turn right here. Like I was out on a really hot day and I was not getting a cab. So I set out. I said, okay, I'm gonna walk towards my destination and see what happens on the way. And on the way, there was this little shortcut through a park. And I said, okay, if I don't take the shortcut, I'm going to have to spend more time in the sun. But if I don't take the shortcut, I'm on the main road and the chances of me getting a cab are higher. And yet, I knew I had to take the shortcut. I took the shortcut, I got out onto the inner road, and there was a cab right there. You can be told something, and that is clairaudience. Hearing beyond your ears, like you're hearing my voice. There is an external stimulus that is reverberating in your eardrums, translating into a language you know, and your brain is understanding the words that I am saying. But in clairaudience, you can hear something and not have a source attached to it. Like the decrees that we do. So the decrees came like that. They were just there. They were a sentence. They were a full-fledged sentence. And then slowly the knowing of how to use each word, each sentence started showing up. How many times have you regretted not listening to your instinct? Your instinct, especially your gut instinct, is something that's physical. And when it's physical, it is clairsentient. Clairsentience is when you physically feel an answer. When you physically know that this is what I should do. When physically you are able to sense yes and a no. Like muscle testing uses a lot of clairsentience. Clairvoyance, our most popular, familiar, universal term for what we understand as psychic. But all of these are psychic gifts. Clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaugustance, clairsalience, clairempathy, and clairtangency. The 4 major clairs that we are going to be discussing on the call today have to do with your senses of third eye, sacral chakra, ears, and eyes. When we see beyond what we actually see, we are using our sacred eyes, clairvoyance. Clairvoyant people have many dreams, including lucid dreams. Clairvoyant people would have chanced upon the poster for today's call. So they would have seen it and known they have to come for it. Clairaudient people hear it in their head. Clairsentient people feel it in their body. Claircognizant people just know. Each one of us has all 8 clairs. Each one of us has a leader of the Claire pack. What we're going to do on today's call is activate, upgrade, increase, boost all of these gifts. And the way that we're going to do them and then receive the money message from them is by having some more water. By the way, water is the element of the moon. It is always recommended that on a new moon and a full moon that you have slightly more water than normal, and to be vegetarian if possible. Sit back comfortably, my darlings. Look around your room and look around your room keenly. Look in front of you. Observe everything that's there. Turn to your right side. Observe everything on your right side. Observe it in as much detail as possible. So carefully screen everything that you are seeing on the right side. Turn to your left side. Gaze closely at whatever is showing up for you, even if it's a wall. If it's a wall, look at it, see the color, see if there are scratches anywhere. Look above. How does the wall end? Is there a beam? Memorize what you are seeing. And finally, of course, not turning your head completely. This is not a horror movie. Please turn around as much as you can and look at what is behind you. Don't just glance at it. Actively use your eyes. Check if there's an object. Check if there are shells. And once you're done, come back to your familiar sitting position. Have some more water. Close your eyes. In the television of your mind's eye, see what you saw when you were looking straight ahead. Make it as clear as possible. Maybe you will not be able to see it in the detail you saw when your eyes were open. That's okay. If you're sensing what was in front of you, that's also fine. If your mind is checking off What you know is there, that's also fine. As much as possible, using any of these visual, non-visual senses, make what you saw in front of you alive on the TV screen of your mind. Without physically turning your head, in your mind's eye, turn to the right and see what you saw on the right side. Your eyes will go towards the right, and that's fine. You can move your eyeballs, but not your neck. Start making alive what you saw on the left side. You can open your eyes for this, but if you can keep them closed, nothing like it. At the back of your head, now see what you saw when you turned around. Make it as alive and detailed as possible. Rub your palms together. Cup your eyes. Blink with your palms cupping your eyes. Palms down. Open your eyes, have a sip of water if you need to, and pick up an object that can fit into your palms, like an object that you can hold very comfortably. There should be something right around you. So not like a big pillow, something small, maybe a pen, maybe a tiny book, maybe a tiny bowl, maybe an unlit candle. Place it comfortably in your palms. Look at it. Look at it from top. Look at it from the bottom. Look at it while turning it around. Close your eyes. And as you sense what this object is in your mind's eye, also keep your attention on how it's feeling in your palms. Sense through the palms, through the fingers, through the fingertips, how it is feeling to touch this particular object, even while you are trying to make it alive in your mind. Keeping your eyes closed, completely caress the object. Sense the material of the object. Rough, smooth, satiny, silky, velvety, metallic. Completely connect with the object through your touch. Touch the top of the object, touch the bottom of the object. And now, keeping the object stationary in your palms, imagine the object in your head. Are you seeing the object, or because of the information coming from touch, are you now seeing like a different object? Was this easy to do? Put your object down. Open your eyes very slowly. Open them half, blink. Open them half, blink. Open them half, blink. Open your eyes fully. Look ahead of you. Everything that you saw the first time, are you seeing it deeper and sharper now? Look to the right side. Is everything popping out at you more than it was when you first started? Look to the left side. Turn around. Look behind you. Is it clearer? And Beverly says, yes, superb, superb. Please close your eyes one more time. And this time, I want you to squeeze your eyes closed, like there's something you just don't want to see. And holding your eyes in this position, now in your mind's eye, recreate what you saw in front of you. Recreate what you saw on the right side of you. Recreate what you saw on the left side of you. Keeping your eyes scrunched, recreate what you saw at the back of you. And now relax your eyes. What do you see? What's happening on the TV screen? Are there flashes of light? Are you seeing in front, on the right, left, or what is behind you more clearly? Are you not seeing anything at all? It's a blank. And Ritika says, OMG, have never noted my own house so deeply. You know, clairvoyant people can be extremely diffused in their 3D seeing. What we were doing right now was accessing 3D seeing through our physical eyes and then accessing 4D and 5D scene when we were trying to recreate it. The ease with which you can recreate the scenes that you saw would tell you if clairvoyance was one of your gifts. Of course, sorry, was one of your major gifts. I want you to close your eyes again. And Karishma says, I see myself on holiday. Nice. Suman says, more clear vision. Alice says, I can see and notice more of my surroundings. Arunima says, for me, nothing. Red light, only after I relax my eyes. Red, when red shows up on the TV screen, it means your spirituality is high. You're going to close your eyes now. And I'm asking money to show you a message. Money, you can show us a message now. Money, you can reveal a message for us now. Thank you, money, for revealing and showing us a message now. For those of y'all who already have your other gifts enhanced, even though I said show us, reveal to us, you may have sensed something, you may have heard something, you may have had a sentence go through your mind. Because the universe also speaks with sight. So you can see something in your mind. It need not be a specific picture. Did money reveal, give, show you a message? And remember, my darlings, whatever the message is, when you share it with us, it becomes a message for all of us. And Beverly says, I saw money as breadcrumbs leading to a large jaw-like animal trap that works with how it's been showing up. I can easily make small amounts, but large amounts feel like a trap. Superb. Superb. Beverly, for Vandana, there's joyness and coolness in the heart. But Vandana, did you see something? And Nishi says, plate of gold coins. Fantastic. Fantastic. Because we've already been shown both a path as well as a block. Everybody, please close your eyes again. And thank you, Preeti. Preeti says, living in Switzerland. People, all of us are going to go to Switzerland. Because Beverly has seen this particular animal trap when it comes to large amounts, let us do some work around it. With your eyes closed, not visualizing the trap, keep your mirror clean. See what happens as I give the decrees. Large amounts feel like a trap. Removed. Large amounts are a trap. Removed. Large amounts can trap me. Removed. I am trapped by large amounts. Removed. I can easily make small amounts, but large amounts feel like a trap. Removed. The trap of large amounts. Disintegrate, disintegrating, disintegrated. Trapped by large amounts. Broken, annihilated, demolished. Cannot go towards large amounts because it feels like a trap. Removed. Traps of large or small amounts. Money being a trap. Gone, all gone. Take your time and tell me what happened. Rama seen $signs. Suman is saying that she telling her children, thanks for keeping trust in me. Vandana Bhatia says, my palm was scratching and then I had a big wad of money in my hand. Fantastic. Ritika says, invest in stocks, invest in Amazon. And she also says, and I tell my husband to stay far from stocks. Thank you for the tip, Ritika. Everybody, please make note of this, my darling. Daisy says, I saw red color, probably because the stock market has been falling down over the past week. You can all leave now. 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 Anupama says, I heard I'll always have money and there won't be any dearth of it. Not sure if I said it myself or heard it. Chances are that you heard it. Dana says, I saw water. First I saw a lake and then it turned into an ocean on a sunny day with waves and waves. Fantastic. Water is always about the subconscious and our emotions. An ocean on a sunny day with waves and waves are actually waves of goodness and positivity. Are you feeling that in your life? Payal says, I was told to light a green color candle with honey and cinnamon powder. People, here's another instruction. Light a green color candle with honey and cinnamon powder. Arunima says, I could see some text roll up in front of my eyes like some message. Fantastic. Vandana Arora says, yes, it's coming to me now and I won't be insulted or it won't be difficult to get it now. I heard it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Being insulted for money. You can leave now. Allowing ourselves to be insulted for money. You can leave now. Taking abuse for the sake of money. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. Gone, all gone. Diana says, I saw $100 bills all over my bed. Fantastic. There's a message in this. What is the message? One moment, my love. $100 bills all over the bed. Diana, please sleep with some money under your pillow or under your mattress or on your mattress tonight. Everybody, please sleep with some money tonight. And Gwen says, money dancing to me, all dressed up like a Broadway show. So Gwen, you have to go out and watch more cultural and artistic performances. Everybody, please book your show. Please go to that play. Ramlin says, I saw and felt large amounts of money raining down. Heard I have more money and I felt ease and relaxed. Fantastic. Ritika says, can't even tell. I broke all the cages like Sunny Deol. And my darling Sunny Deol is, he's an alpha male star, movie star in India. And his answer to everything is to punch. So Ritika has done that with all her cages. and then she swam in the money pool like Uncle Scrooge. Then all her family was swimming with her, and then they went to Switzerland in a charter plane. I totally love it. Totally love it. Alice says, I saw a letter W and wave of frequency expand from the word. Alice, I want you to build on that a little bit. As in, I would like you to connect again with that W and just check if that W is standing for something else. Simmons says, saw account books with huge profits, with huge figures in the profit column. Fantastic. Rama says, but some fear is there within. Rama, 5 times, just say, fears, you can leave now. And then tell us how you're doing. Vinita says, I saw money showering on me. Dipali says, I got a clear message about where I should open my shop and that everything will work out, meaning money will appear. Money, you can appear now. Money, you can show up now. Money, you can come to us now. And Dipali, when you say you got a clear message, so did you hear it, or did you read it, or did you sense it? And I'm going to take a quick water break. Join me, everybody. Cheers. Water is just something else when you have it in the middle of a call. Oh. Beverly says, I had woken up with a headache and pressure, and that all left. I watched the chains and traps be broken all up and down in front and behind me. Superb, Beverly, superb. And when we get together next for the next moon call, it will be the new moon. But Beverly, you've got to keep track and let us know what happens for you and large amounts of monies in the next 2 weeks. Jaswinder says, I saw a bundle of $2,000 notes. Wow. And Jaswinder, I know that you're quite clairvoyant because you've been having dreams and your daughters have been having dreams. Karishma says, I could see myself showering in cash and gold coins. Ooh, what a bath that is. Mandy says, I saw a waterfall, and in with the water, I saw some coins raining down. So waterfalls are always emotions that just want to flow. In releasing stuck emotions, you're going to see money come in more and more. And Vandana says, I saw this bag shining gold. Beautiful. Daisy says, while you're reading out the comments, my third eye area gets very itchy. So there's some fear about getting the messages because these are not regular messages. These are messages that each one of us is getting and sharing through our superconscious, because the superconscious is in constant touch with the universe. And then through whichever sense is more developed, it speaks to us. Ritika says, but now I want to break the cages of Corona and seriously want to go to Switzerland. Why not? Heidi says, saw a big pile of banknotes and I jumped in. Nice. And Dipali says she saw it. Nice, Dipali. So, clairvoyance. Colin says, was given access to an ATM with unlimited amounts of money to withdraw from. And Colin, information on this ATM will be revealed to you within 24 hours as well. You will know what this ATM is for you. And Manisha says, $50,000 on a bay leaf. And you saw that, Manisha? Wow. Definitely clairvoyance is your major gift. And also shower of money notes is visible. Amazing. Amazing. Have a sip of water, my darling, because we're going to be closing our eyes again. in order to erase the mind of the memories we just made by looking at the room, by touching the object, by sensing the object, I'd just like us to roll our eyeballs. So roll your eyeballs in one direction, keep your palms facing downward on your thighs, and then roll your eyeballs in the other direction. Now take your eyeballs to the right, to the left, to the top, to the bottom, diagonally to the left, diagonally to the right, diagonally upwards on the right, diagonally upwards on the left, and then bring all your attention to your heart chakra. Breathing in from the back of the heart chakra on your spine, breathing out through the front of the heart chakra in the front. Breathing in from the front of the heart chakra and breathing out from the back of the heart chakra on the spine. Bring all your attention to your knees. Breathing in through the front of the knees and breathing out through the back of the knees. Breathing in through the back of the knees and breathing out through the front of the knees. I want you to go to any area that is tight, stressed, pressurized, painful right now. Breathing in from the front into this area and breathing out from behind the area. Breathing in from behind the area and breathing out from the front of this area. Wherever the stress, tightness, pressure, negativities are, breathe in, stop, hold your breath. And breathe out through your mouth. One more time. Whichever body parts are strained right now, bring all your awareness to that body part. Breathe in from that body part. Hold your breath. And breathe out through the mouth. Open your eyes. Have another sip of water. Close your eyes again. Your hands are still on the top of your thighs. In the distance, you start hearing something. You strain your ears. You can't make out what it is. But it's something. Maybe even like the music of angels. Through your ears, you feel yourself going closer and closer, like your ears are reaching out to hear this. You become aware of the silence. And in this silence, money, you can speak to us now. Money, you can talk to us now. Money, you can tell us what it is that you would like us to know now. Money, you can speak now. When you finished hearing money, very gently close your eyes while blinking. Have water. Tell us, what did money say to you? Like Beverly said, I felt an uncontrollable urge to sing, so I allowed whatever sound out. It felt amazing. Now lots of burping. Guess I'm processing a lot. For sure, my girl, for sure. What was more easy for you, to see or to respond to the music? For some of y'all, when the music abruptly stopped, did you have a memory of the sound? Like it still played on, especially the drums, for a few more seconds? Manisha, I'm so sorry you're not having a good experience with instant teleseminar. Manisha is not having a good experience with instant teleseminar. You can leave now. By the way, Zoom calls are also there, but full moon, new moon calls are always on instant teleseminar. And Surendra had mentioned that he did not see, hear, or feel anything. What about now, Surendra? Deep blockages and struggle with money karma? Of course, but it doesn't stop messages from coming through. Deep chronic stress stops messages from coming through. Unexpressed, unacknowledged anger stops messages from coming through. And actually, I have said that incorrectly. It doesn't stop the message from coming through. It takes our awareness away from the messages, because we're so busy battling with the stress, so busy battling with the anger, that there is no bandwidth to pay attention to the messages. And Alice says, money said, I am coming. Everybody, money is coming. Suman says, love me, enjoy me, trust me, do not hide me. Fantastic. Beverly says, I heard a whisper in my right ear, I love you. Beautiful. And Dana says, I heard fear, worry, panic, and insecurity. And then I heard, bless all of you divine beings on this call. Thank you so much, my darlings. All right, we have our money work cut out, because the clearing cycle is going to begin in 48 hours. So we have to clear fear, worry, panic, insecurity. Fear, you can leave now. Begone, 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 removed. Worries, you can leave now. Begone, 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 removed. Panic, you can leave now. Begone, 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 removed. Insecurities, you can leave now. Begone, 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 removed. And Daisy says that she heard to meditate daily to connect and receive messages. And Heidi says, heard only my tinnitus, heard only another sound because of the wind. Heidi, what is your tinnitus saying to you? What are you not listening to that the ear must focus on the tinnitus sound? Manisha says, I asked money, where will you come to me? It resonates to my goals and I could visualize the same. Fantastic. My darlings, could you see? Some of us were going between clairvoyance and clairaudience. We were doing the visual exercise, but getting messages audiently. We're doing the audient exercise, but getting messages visually. And that's how the clairs work. All of them work together. It's just that one usually is predominant. Ritika says, I'm angry with you as you rejected me so many times. I don't take money from many people for healing, even if they offer, as I think it's not very ethical. How do you improve my thinking? Money has already told you, my darling, that it is feeling rejected, that you are not taking money for healing. And not to take money for healing as you think it's not very ethical actually does come from a past life for most of us, for a lot of us, where spirituality was healing. And healing was only about the spirituality. And spirituality was people sitting under trees or going from town to town and talking about God. Or people congregating in a church and having miracles take place, where there was no exchange of money. So when we think that we're going to charge, we could start feeling very wrong. We could start feeling even impure, that I am touching the spirituality with money, that somehow the spirituality is getting corrupted. However, my darlings, the same God who gave us chocolate and night and day and left brain and right brain and all of our gifts also gave us money. Money is as spiritual as you and I are. Not being able to believe that and apply that in your life, you can leave now. Not being able to receive that in your life, you can leave now. Finding ways to reject money, you can leave now. Not charging for your services, you can leave now. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. You can leave now. And when I said the last one, there was a disclaimer that came, which is maybe this is something you do not wish to charge for. And that's also absolutely fine. Maybe there is something else you will do that you will be more comfortable charging for. What if that shows up for you overnight? Vandana Arora says, I heard a message that lots will be coming for all, but we should use it not only for work or necessities, but really enjoy it and use it for vacations and shopping. But most importantly, we must be generous with others and ready to give some away to others, something that I heartily recommend. If you can give some monies, especially to the needy. So it's not about giving money to, let us say, your relative who already has money. But if you can give it to somebody who's needy, if you can give something to the homeless, if you can give something to a beggar, it does a lot to open up money flows. Surendra says, money says, I am coming to you. Awesome. I think that is now the third message we have got. My darlings, 3 times we have gotten the message where money says, I am coming to you. Gwen says, money said, I love you. And now that's the second message we've gotten, that money loves us. Let's love it back. Anupama says, it told me not to worry and I'll have much more money than I ever wanted or imagined, but I need to respect it more and fight for it more. It also asked me to be kind and generous and be like Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, this would be the same message as Vandana has mentioned, Anupama, where you have to be generous with it, where you mustn't think 100 times before sharing it with others or being of service where it is possible. At the same time, I would say that when we have a message from money that asks us to respect it more and fight for it more, what it's really asking us to do is to respect and fight more for our self-worth. Manisha says, thank you. Money is coming to me. Wow, 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 wow. Sally says, money spoke to me as a red heart in my mind's eye. So you saw it. So money was not, money revealed something to you. And what do you think that means, Sally? Who do you have to be red-hearted towards? Dipali says, I did not hear anything, just a heaviness in the back of my head, but did feel someone was calling me before. Interesting, Ma. Interesting. So whereas in the clairvoyance, you saw it very clearly. And that's good. Heaviness in the back of the head can come from trauma because the back of the head carries all our past memories, including ancestral and past life memories. Heaviness also always has to do with anger, and heaviness and anger in the back of the head can come from hypertension. Do you have hypertension? You can leave now. Ramlin says the music is still continuing. Mani said, I'm always with you. Here I am now. Fantastic. Rama says, Mani said, you are coming to Canada to enjoy with me. Fantastic. People, prepare for Switzerland, prepare for Canada. Mandy says, Mani said, I am here and I will always be here. Beautiful. And Karishma says, I also heard Mani saying, I am coming. I asked how much. It said in abundance. And when I asked, it said soon. People, money is coming in abundance, coming soon. Get your passports ready. Have your vacations. Spend on yourself. Share with others. Open your giving. Vandana says, saw myself a daughter in Corbett. We had 4 years been bathing elephant, joyfully playing with elephants, then heard, don't fear, money is coming, and then heard birds chirping and saw an institute building, which means a job, because a building is always about a stable source of income. Sabha said, love, warmth. 1 second, my darling. Took myself some lovely water there. Sabha says, love, warmth, money, I'm right there with you. Fantastic. Diana said, money is coming. It said, please be patient. My darling, so we've got the message of money coming in abundance, coming soon, but be patient. Suman says, I saw a movie of a luxurious holiday on a beach. Beautiful. So Suman, when we were doing clairvoyance, you heard yourself say something to your children. And when we did clairaudience, you have seen something take place. Absolutely fine. Sanskriti said, few messages, I'm already yours, you are rich. Fantastic. Sanskriti, I think you need to own this. I'm already yours means that money had to remind you that it is there with you, that you may not be owning up to the monies you have or the potential of money that you have. Vibhavari said, I heard invest, value, play. And we got a message of investing in stocks and investing in Amazon. And Vibhavari also said, I heard, I am here for you. Beautiful. Bhagyalakshmi Ma said, we are one, was the first thing I heard. Wow, you are being the money. Ramlin said, money said, know that I am here now. I see money here with me, with all of us. Fantastic. And Ramlin says, let us all be in Hawaii. Why not? Canada, Switzerland, Hawaii, and my darlings, please put India on that list as well. And Arunima says, saw money speaking to me, telling me that it will come soon to fulfill my experiences. Also said to keep aside some of it to help people around you who aren't as fortunate. And suddenly my right ear is itchy. In a bearable way, I hope, Arunima. Sally Ann says that the red heart she saw was to be red-hearted towards money itself and to a daughter I haven't seen in a long time. What if that happens overnight? Oh, thank you, Nishi. Yes to that. Yes to having our own airline and jetting off every time we want to. Jetting off to Switzerland, jetting off to Canada, jetting off to Hawaii, definitely jetting off to India. Have lots of water, my darlings. Sit back comfortably, relax your feet, relax your knees, let them fall open. Keep your palms facing upward this time. Be in a state of repose. Start connecting with your eyes. Just aware of your eyes. Clairvoyance, you can upgrade now. Clairvoyance, you can increase now. Clairvoyance, empowered, boosted. Bring your attention to your ears. Clairaudience, you can increase now. Clairaudience, you can upgrade now. Clairaudience, you can be heard better now. Clairaudience, empowered, boosted. Bring your attention to your skin. Clairsentience, you can increase now. Clairsentience, you can upgrade now. Clairsentience, you can be felt more deeply now. Clairsentience, empowered, boosted. Bring your attention to your mouth. Become aware of the insides of your teeth, of your tongue, of your palate. Swallow and sense closely. Can you taste something? Take the tip of your tongue between your lips and see, can you taste something? Clairgustance, you can increase now. Clairgustance, you can upgrade now. Clairgustance, you can be tasted better now. Clairgustance, empowered, boosted. With your palms, just hold the sides of your legs or Cross them over, hold the sides of your elbows, or place them anywhere together on the body, and start becoming aware of what is coming through in the touching. Clairtangency is the power of being able to touch something and immediately know its story. It could be a pen, it could be a table, it could be an antique, it could be somebody else's mug. You immediately know. Clairtangency, you can increase now. Clairtangency, you can upgrade now. Clairtangency, you can be clearer now. Clairtangency, empowered, boosted. Bring all your attention to the part that's just above your mouth and palate, to your nose. Focus on your breath. Does it have a temperature? Is it in one nostril? Is it in both nostrils? Is the breath going in like a circular tunnel, or is it just going in like a wide mass of air? What do you smell as you focus on your breath? Clairsalience is when we can smell what has happened. Like angels have very floral scents, and sometimes we can have this smell without anybody being in the room and know that we were or are in the presence of angels. Sometimes a spirit or a passed over ancestor can tell you they are there with you with their particular smell being clear to you. Clairsalience, you can increase now. Clairsalience, you can upgrade now. Clairsalience, you can be clearer smelling now. Clairsalience, empowered, boosted. Bring all your attention to what you know right now. Your knowing is an intelligence that you can only sense. So bringing all your attention to the part of you that knows something right now, that money will come soon, that it will come in abundance, that you have what it takes to charge large amounts of money, that you have what it takes to have a vacation. Look at all the things that you know right now for a fact. Claircognizance, you can increase now. Claircognizance, you can upgrade now. Claircognizant, you can be more clear in your knowing now. Claircognizance, empowered, boosted. Have some water if you need to. But as you are processing, doors are unlocking, portals are opening, treasure chests are revealing themselves. I want you to see or sense or hear yourself walking down a path in front of which is the full moon, bright, shiny, glowing. You're walking towards the full moon. It's so close by that you can know that you can walk right up to it. And the closer you get, you start seeing a being begin to come out of the moon. It is the moon goddess herself, dressed in stars, shimmering, glittering. In her hand, she holds a wand. Her hair is made up of waves of water. She stands in front of the full moon and waits for you to get to her. You know you're getting closer because her radiance spreads across miles. And as you're walking down the path is getting lit up. You are in her radiant aura now, and you're getting closer and closer. The closer you get, the bigger she gets. The closer you get, the bigger she gets. Until you reach her, and she is this tall, majestic being of silver, shimmer, glitter, stars, and moon dust. She gives you something. You receive it from her. And before you turn around to walk away, she waves her wand all over your body, in one direction and then in another direction. And silvery, diamondy moon dust starts cleansing your auric field. Where these tiny little diamonds touch your skin, they get absorbed in electrical bolts. Like tiny little electrical rivulets are now taking place all over your skin. They are cooling you, detoxing you. Calming you, relaxing you. Unwind. 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 Unwind and receive. Unwinding and receiving. Unwound and received. Her work is done. She smiles at you, takes a step back into the moon, and the moon returns from where it came, in the middle of the sky, away now to do its own work. You can still sense the radiance of her aura. You turn around, you start walking back. You are so full of energy and light and delighted with what just happened that you start running back, and you run straight into the center of your chest. And in the center of your chest, you expand into your entire body. You that received is now one with you who saw the receiving. Look at your palms. Feel the electricity coming out of your fingertips. Tiny bolts of electricity, energizing you, charging you, making you ready for all that is going to come up in the next 30 days before you meet the moon goddess again. Thanking the moon, thanking your body, Thanking everybody who's been here with you, thanking your gifts. And thanking money for all its messages. You open your eyes, look in front of you, it's familiar. You've paid a lot of attention to it today. You look to the right of you, you look to the left of you, you look behind you. Everything that you know is there, but you are new. Pay attention to all the money messages you got, my darlings. Keep me posted about how you are doing, and I'm going to see you tomorrow on our next call, which has to do with asking and receiving. One of the hardest things to do is to ask, not just for money, but even for help, even for support. And there's a reason for that. We're going to take a look at that reason. We're going to break down that reason. We're going to let go of that reason. And we're going to step forth into the next cycle of the waning moon as experts in asking and receiving. There is a charge to tomorrow's call. It is rupees 3,300 only. And on the call, we will be borrowing benefits as we will do a lot of live demos. For those of y'all who know what borrowing benefits is, it's exactly how it is like when we get together on an FHTJ call or the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Tele-Summit calls, where we do a lot of demonstrations with everybody, and everybody who's witnessing the demonstration also shifts. So be there, my darlings. Today, in fact, was also a preparation because now that you know money is coming, guaranteed in the next few weeks, you will get to have opportunities where you could either ask for money or have to ask for money. Good muscle to strengthen, and we will tomorrow. See you then, my darling. The call is at 9:30 p.m. IST, and I am looking forward to seeing you there. Big love, big hug. Namaste from India.